When it comes to design, nothing, I mean nothing, gets close to Mother Nature. And the humble tree is the inspiration behind an incredible new apartment block overlooking Brisbane, artistically anchored to the ground while reaching for the sky. And let me tell you, this ain't no ordinary tree. How are you, mate?
Good, thank you, Peter. Welcome to Upper House. This building is multi-residential apartment buildings, about 30-story plus these amazing residential amenities on the top. The inspiration behind this building is about bringing the nature-inspired lifestyle back into the city living. I grew up in Tokyo and I studied in New York and London, and I saw the nature disappearing from city. Then I moved to Brisbane. And we had a lot of nature, and I just wanted to stay here forever.
He's a romantic.
That's right.
Tell me about the inspiration behind this particular building.
We drew inspiration from Moreton Bay fig trees that does this beautiful organic rooting, finding the ground, the kind of having the sense of stability. We are on the top of the building, if you like, on the top of the tree,
Okay.
But our story starts from the trunk at the bottom.
Right, let's go. Wow, this is a proper wow moment. Have a look at this facade. Mother Nature, she's a work of art, and you've adorned the front of the building with its own piece of art.
That's correct. So we invited First Nation artist Judy Watson to do this piece at the podium. So it's really celebrating another piece of art in this art precinct.
Koichi, inside the lobby, and you slow down. What have you done in here?
That's right. We created this space very much about nurturing the mind of residents, and created this art gallery that promote young emerging artists from this local community.
It smells amazing.
Yes, it's important that we also design this smell with the scent Australia.
You're engaging all the senses, nature informing architecture overlaid by art. Loving it.
Welcome to one of the penthouses.
Now, talking about practicing what you preach, Koichi actually lives here. Let's see what the architect has designed for himself.
So this penthouse has 4-bedroom apartment and what we call home in the sky.
Right.
For us, it's really about connecting with nature, living in a city. So we maximize the ceiling height, maximize the window size, a lot of ventilations. So you really constantly connect with outside. We have a lot of timber base, so timber veneer, timber floor, but the hero piece is this Mont Blanc quartzite by CDK.
So when you're designing for yourself, you're the client.
That's correct.
How does that work?
So we naturally created east and west aspects. So the morning you celebrate this living space where everybody come to. Towards the west, you have more privacy.
Lined with these beautiful timbers, you really could be amongst the branches in this extraordinary building. But take a look at this. That's what I call one amazing bird bath.
So this is the timber shading structure. You see the element, it's actually curve and then twist and the curve again. So we tried to do with metal, but we couldn't do it. So it had to be natural material. This doesn't just look like a tree. It actually performs like a tree. This building is designed for 5-star Green Star, which is the highest sustainability principle you can achieve for high-rise residential building and really inspire the future living.
What I'm endlessly fascinated by is how a complex piece of architecture can start with one simple line. And here it started by analysing a tree.
That's correct, Peter. So we looked at the tree, of course, starting with the trunk, and then the branches as it gets taller, creating this canopy of tree that creates this shading device. So what we did with architecture is literally creating that symbol. So we created the numbers of tree-like shading structure, and of course the top creates the shading device where people can go under and enjoy this desirable environment.
Imbuing Mother Nature with her engineering, her proportion, her beauty. Koichi, you have to keep reminding myself that I'm in the skyline, I'm surrounded by nature.
So the design engages all our senses. So for instance, not only visually speaking, but the fragrances and the sound of water reminds us that the nature is nearby.
From up here, we can see Mother Nature. She's 50 to 100 kilometres away.
That's right. We don't want to build high-rises out back in nature, but do it in urbanized areas. So the only way is to go vertically, and Mother Nature has to come to us. So Peter, this is one of my favorite spots in the building, and here's someone I want you to meet.
Hello, mate.
How you going?
Peter.
Michael, nice to meet you, Peter. How are you?
So, Michael, you're effectively the client from Aria. I mean, this guy's pretty special.
We're very, very lucky to have Koichi, and when we actually started the project, we invited 4 of the best architects in Australia in a design competition. And as soon as we saw the Koichi's design, we went, that's the winner. And then literally a minute later, we went, oh my goodness, how are we going to build it?
Well, you managed to do it. I mean, what are some of the special things you love?
If you owned a small unit in the building and you want to have a dinner party for 20 people, you can do it on the roof of the building.
So everyone can have that $1 million lifestyle. Michael, on the top level, level 32, it's like living in a sundial.
Look, it's definitely a 360-degree rooftop. We've got the mountains to the west, and to the east is the city. This is a private dining room that everyone in the building can book and use. This is the wine cellar.
Okay, stop here. What a great space.
This one's probably one of the most popular rooms in the whole building.
I can't understand why. It just gets better. Look at this.
This is a great place where you can make yourself a tea and a coffee in the morning.
Brisbane has become one of those cosmopolitan international cities. It's a beautiful skyline, and this is adding to it. A building inspired by a tree and almost just as sustainable. I mean, this is just magic at night. But what sets it apart is there's a real emphasis on communal skyline living. This is one nest you'd never want to leave.